Welcome to the Weekly Market Wrap-Up. I'm Hannah Bernard. Late breaking news. At the time of this recording, the first case of Ebola in New York City has been confirmed. The patient is being isolated at Bellevue Hospital. It can be expected this news will have an impact on the markets today. Let's hope we are spared the panic we saw last week. Now to the wrap. Stocks soared Thursday on both sides of the border, mounting a healthy recovery after Wednesday's triple-digit losses, which in Toronto was due in part to the deadly shooting in Ottawa. Thursday's gains came as industrial bellwethers reassured investors that the corporations continue to fare well despite concerns about global economic growth. How well did the markets do? Let's find out. The Dow Jones Industrial Average leaped 216 points, or 1.3%, to close Thursday at 16,677. The S&P 500 also posted a significant gain, up nearly 24 points, or 1.2% in overall value, to close Thursday at 1,950. And the Nasdaq saw the biggest jump, shooting up almost 70 points, or 1.6% in value, to close Thursday at 4,452. Now let's turn to Canadian markets, which were sharply higher Thursday, propelled by a strong rebound in the energy sector. The Toronto Stock Exchange mounted a recovery Thursday, gaining nearly 175 points, clawing back from Wednesday's 235-point fall. The TSX added 1.2% in overall value Thursday to close at 14,486. The TSX Venture Exchange stalled on Thursday, halting its decline, closing up just 0.6 of 1 point to 808. While good news from both Caterpillar and 3M drove market highs on Thursday, both adding 47 and 30 points respectively to the big board, a few notable companies in the online retail and communications sectors had some troubles. Amazon reported Thursday that Q3 revenues rose by 20% to $20.5 billion, up from $17 billion in the prior year quarter. However, Amazon had warned early in the year that it would lose bundles of cash in the third quarter, and it didn't disappoint. The online retail giant reported that despite the revenue growth, it had a net loss of $437 million for the third quarter, and compared to $41 million in the prior year. Shares of Rogers Communications hit the red Thursday following an earnings miss in the third quarter. Both the cable and media divisions posted softer than forecasted results, and fewer than expected wireless subscribers were added. Rogers shares dropped 53 cents, or 1.37%, to close at $38.10 on Thursday. On its earnings conference call, the company dismissed the complaint that some features of its NHL app are only available to customers that subscribe to the Rogers service and not for other carriers. Now to winners and losers in our picks for the week. The winner for this week is Regulus Therapeutics Inc., ticker symbol RGLS. Shares of the pharmaceutical development company skyrocketed 103% Wednesday, or nearly $7 per share, on news its experimental drug RG101 showed promising results in the treatment of hepatitis C. News from the California-based company showed the new drug could become a core treatment for hepatitis C. Regulus uses microRNA, or small RNA molecules, to treat diseases by turning parts of the genes on or off. The loser for this week is Tupperware Brands Corp., ticker symbol TUP. Shares of the iconic food storage company dropped just over 12% Wednesday, or $8.60, on news it missed Q3 earnings expectations. The company reported that the net income declined to $32.3 million. Tupperware, which is a global direct seller of preparation, storage, and serving solutions for the kitchen and home, released a 2015 sales growth forecast of between 4% and 6%. Well, those are our winners and losers for this week, and now it's time to check in on the gains that you could have locked in by following the weekly watch list from Robert James and Viral Stocks. That's enough about this week. Now let's turn to BayStreet.ca's look at the week ahead and the snapshot of what analysts are forecasting for companies whose earnings reports are coming out next week. Here are 3 U.S. stocks to watch. First up on Monday is Canon Inc. with an EPS forecast of 52 cents, identical to the prior year quarter. Canon announced this week the Canon C100 Mark II digital video camera. Next up on Wednesday is Baidu Inc. with an EPS forecast of $1.62 compared to $1.41 in the prior year quarter. Finally, on Thursday is Groupon Inc. with an EPS forecast for a loss of 4 cents compared to break-even in the prior year quarter. Now here are 3 Canadian stocks to watch next week. First up on Tuesday is Methanex Corporation with an EPS forecast of 67 cents compared to $1.22 in the prior year quarter. Next up on Wednesday is Barrick Gold Corporation with an EPS forecast of 19 cents compared to 58 cents in the prior year quarter. Last month, Barrick was named as the supplier of all the raw materials used to make more than 4,000 gold, silver, and bronze medals awarded during next year's Pan Am Games in Toronto. Finally, on Thursday is Shaw Communications Inc. with an EPS forecast of 37 cents compared to 24 cents in the prior year quarter. And that wraps it up. Thanks again so much for joining us for another weekly market wrap-up. Before you head out for the weekend, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or podcast on iTunes and find us on Facebook and on Twitter. For Royal Network News and BayStreet.ca, I'm Hannah Bernard.